Hi, Kate. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Congrats on your film, BRB,
Oh,
premiering at Slamdance.
yes, thank you. We're super excited.
Yeah, it's such a moving film. I just want to say, first of all, it's screening at Slamdance Film Festival here in LA, Friday, February 20th and Sunday, February 22nd. It's a story about early internet girlhood. Tell me how you decided to make this feature film.
So yeah, I was given the script by the production company Chicago Media Angels, who had made my first film, Oki, and they brought this incredible script by Michael Waller and Sydney Blackburn, and I read it and identified with it like immediately. Zoe's character Dylan, she's 19. It's 2006, and she's about 19, and I was exactly 19 in 2006. So it was I identified so much with the vibes and the chat rooms and the fashion and the makeup and the general feeling of being a girl at that time, what we were inundated with. That just felt so vivid to me. So I felt really lucky to get to kind of really go back to that awkward time.
Absolutely. I remember those days for sure. Well, so your main character, Sam, played by Autumn Best, has a limb difference.
Mhm.
And I read that you connected with Autumn's difference in a very personal way. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, yes. So Autumn was cast. I cast Autumn before that was even addressed. She was just the most like authentic, amazing actress, and so she was perfect for the part. And that was something that we kind of addressed after she was cast. But as a visual medium and her having a limb difference, you can't. That's something you do have to reference. And so the thing that was so important, is that we dealt with that in a very authentic, true way for her, based on her experience. So we worked together a lot to make that experience feel real. And I identified with that a lot. I grew up with really severe scoliosis, and before my surgery, I had basically what I called my middle school era hunchback, which is exactly how it sounds. Is exactly the way it would feel to have a hunchback in middle school. So I really identified with that feeling of having a physical manifestation of the awkwardness of that time that everyone felt. And so it was just really important for me that you know, we addressed it in a way that felt true to how it actually feels to have somebody that has a visible physical difference. It can feel very awkward to somebody who doesn't have a disability or doesn't deal with those kind of differences, to say like, oh my gosh, we can't make a joke about it. We couldn't make a joke about it. But if you are a person who has that growing up, all my family did it. All I did with my family was make jokes about it. And I'm from Chicago. We joke about serious things, but we joked about it all the time. It was just part of the way that we dealt with things and processed. And so that was important, that I think we brought that authenticity to how it feels to be a person who grows up with that, who has lived with it and deals with it. And the most important of that being that it is one small aspect of who she is, of who Autumn is, of who Sam is, of who I am. It's an important piece, but it's just a piece of the whole. And so it was important for me to deal with it that way in the film as well.
I love that. It really did feel authentic and just very natural, and weren't drawing, any kind of undue attention to it, but it was still part of who she was.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, oh, that's fascinating. And getting back to just the whole 2006 era, the girls or young women you cast are probably too young I don't even know if they were born
They're
then.
22 when we shot, and I showed them when they first saw that iMac, the bubble
Yeah.
iMac, they asked me if it was an air conditioner.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And so yeah, it was an uphill battle of me being like, come on, you guys. But they got it. Yeah.
That's so funny because I was wondering kind of what the conversations were. This is a time when you could really hide behind like clever screen names, and there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't Instagram. What did they kind of, how did you have to talk to them about that?
Yeah, it's an interesting experience. I mean, Zoe has an amazing YouTube channel. She's got a 10 million followers, so she's in that world in a real specific way. But it is a very different world than it was at the time. I mean, there's always those jokey memes out there that was like, this is me when I was 13, and this is them now when they're 13. They have extensions and lip filler, and it's like this whole different. I mean, the awkwardness that we had at that time. Now I look back on it with so much precious love, but it was an awkward time. The hair, I mean, the side part, the sweepy, like, oh, and giving these girls that hair and the eyeliner, the Avril Lavigne like vibes, they were like, what is going on? Like the two of them are so fashionable and like so current, and to make them wear low rise jeans um and just that whole vibe, like layering the tank under the polo. I mean, it gave me some real satisfaction to make them do. But yeah, in the end, in the end, it's just people dealing with each other, and the girls today might hide behind something different, but it's still hiding behind something. And that was something that was like, was really a huge part of kind of the theme of this movie.
Absolutely. And congratulations again on your world premiere. And what are you really hoping that audiences take away from your film?
So yeah, any movie that I ever make, I mean, this is my third film, and every time I make a film and screen it, first of all, I'm absolutely terrified the entire time. It's just sweating. So I hope people enjoy it, but more than anything, I hope that they feel seen by it. I hope that they see something that makes them go like, "Oh God, I remember that," or like, "Oh, I felt that way before," or that's the type of connection. The best compliment I got about when I early on in the cut, when I sent it to a friend of mine, she said, "Wow, when the film ended, I missed them right away." And I was like, that's the best possible compliment I think you can have for a film like this, is that they feel so real that you wonder afterwards, like, I wonder where they're at right now, you know? And I feel that same way. I miss them all the time. But yeah, I think it would be that feeling of identifying with it is number one for me.
Absolutely. Super relatable. Well, thanks again so much for talking to me today, Kate, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much, Laura. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Bye bye.